Well, joining me tonight, my special guest on that, and let me begin with the Congress representative Abhishek Singhvi. Mr. Singhvi, the whole issue really of Ajit Pawar's belated apologies, for many just words. The opposition, and not just the opposition, I think public sentiment in Maharashtra also is, why shouldn't this man be forced to resign by the chief minister, or is this part of the fact that the Congress government, the Congress NCP government can't survive if Ajit Pawar is actually sacked? Dr. Singhvi, did you hear me, sir? I asked you about why is it that Prithviraj Chavan is not sacking Ajit Pawar?
Look, I didn't hear your question the first time round. Your voice is fairly indistinct even now, but let me answer what I've heard now. I don't think there is anybody in the Congress, and perhaps not even in the NCP, who would support the statement of Mr. Ajit Pawar. Let's be clear on that. I think that nobody in his right mind can justify even remotely anything as crude as that. Having said that, I think it's fair to note that Mr. Pawar has himself apologized. Having said that, I think it's equally fair to note that the NCP is not in any manner directly or indirectly supporting either the letter or the spirit of that statement. So all that having been done, I think matters should be allowed to rest there. But it does not in any manner mean the slightest condonation. We stand for absolute dignity in public life.
No, but Dr. Singhvi, by him staying in his
post, words of that kind.
By him staying in his post, no, by him staying in his post doesn't condone it. Let me bring in the BJP voice here, BJP MLA Devendra Fadnavis on this, to say that he's come to this realization. He's not an individual or a political party worker. He's the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, the man who till a few years ago was responsible for irrigation in the state. Devendra Fadnavis, why is the BJP...
Yes. Only one thing, one sentence I must tell you before you ask the BJP.
Yes.
That is why the condemnation is there, the refutation is there, the rejection is there. But I don't think we have a right to choose the remedy.
We don't have a right to choose the remedy, but perhaps...
sufficiently reprimanded. Now there cannot be that only a removal is the only remedy.
Who says he's been reprimanded? Nobody's reprimanded him. The Chief Minister has not come out and said he's reprimanded him.
He has not accepted, no party has accepted, and no party should accept that this is acceptable or correct.
Devendra Fadnavis, come in.
That's the real punishment.
Do you agree with what Dr. Singhvi just said?
No, we don't agree. See, it was not just insensitive, it was disgusting. And just by apologizing, he cannot get away. We want his resignation because he is holding post of Deputy Chief Minister. A person at the post of Deputy Chief Minister, if he speaks like this, and that too in a drought situation, in a drought area, on a person who is fasting for 55 days on drought just to get water. And I must remind you, after 26/11, Mr. R.R. Patil fumbled on Hindi words. He was asked to resign. Then why different yardstick to Mr. Pawar? Just because he is nephew of Mr. Sharad Pawar? I don't think this is right. He must resign and will always want his resignation.
In fact, Mr. Memon, if you can come in from the NCP, I heard Nawab Malik earlier in our report make the point that, you know, Ajit Pawar is not a diplomat. I mean, implying somehow that urban elite don't understand or have misinterpreted what he said. These comments go far beyond a slip or a faux pas in the sense. It seems to reflect a contempt. We heard that farmer who's been on fast for 55 days say that we voted him to power. How can he treat us with this contempt? That's really the heart of the issue. And isn't it true that if he wasn't Sharad Pawar's nephew, he would have been sacked?
Now, Sonia, see, first, kindly permit me about a couple of minutes to explain. Yesterday, when this happened, soon thereafter, there were, a number of calls, and even I have myself on your very channel, you can see your record, immediately condemned this, said that the choice of words, the manner in which it was put up, and the reaction that was given by way of laughter, on such a serious matter of severe drought in Maharashtra is most condemnable. We would never say that, well, what was done was right. And thereafter, we have also seen Ajit Dada's apology. Now remember, while apologizing, I would tell this BJP friend and others who are just wanting his head to roll. See, he said that whatever I have said, I am not only sorry, I not only apologize, but I would go to the extent of saying that in my long political career, I have never made such a a statement which I should be upon. Now that I think that should be the end of it. Now you are saying, somebody is saying because he is Sharad Pawar's nephew, therefore he would not be asked to resign. Has absolutely no meaning.
No, but he gave the R.R. Patil example as well.
Sharad Pawar himself
we've seen other people lose their jobs over comments like this.
But
he's given the R.R. Patil example.
Now Sonia, now please Sonia, understand, why are you comparing with that disastrous terrorist act on which he had made a mess by making that statement as a Home Minister, which certainly sent globally a wrong message? Because it was a mistake of that man, and then we of course thought that yes, the repercussions are so widespread and so grievous that definitely the man had to. Now in this matter, I have said it yesterday, and permit me, I would repeat it. What he meant.
No, if I can get in this voice of this,
no, there is no question. See, there is no question of his being on the contrary.
Or a rally, or said, I was Jitendra Rawat saying again, your colleague, that this is his version of sarcasm, of rustic sarcasm, which we don't understand, or the English media doesn't understand. I just want to get in other voices, and let me get in Kiran Nagarkar, who joins
Sonia,
me now.
1 minute.
I'll just come back to Mr. Majid Memon. Let me just give the others to react to what you've been saying. Kiran Nagarkar, go ahead. You've heard basically Abhishek Singhvi and Majid Memon saying that, look, the matter's over because he's apologized. He's even gone to the extent of saying this is the biggest political mistake of my career. Does it end there?
I don't think it should, but you know that he was asked to leave and he came back. So on the pretext of this utterly insufficient and bogus apology, I don't think any action is going to be taken against him anyway. And secondly, I have something much more serious to ask really, which is that, it was a totally insensitive, offensive statement that he made. But I don't think the statement was anywhere as offensive as the utter indifference to the plight of the farmers and to the plight of hundreds of thousands and millions who are, completely bereft of water. They have absolutely nowhere to go but to come to wretched cities like Bombay. And what have these people done? Apart from the fact that the major part of the funding has been diverted, God alone knows where, it's best not to mention it. But the fact of the matter is that I do not know whether these people have any intention of caring for all those people. And I would think they would be on a 24/7 duty-bound, constantly on the lookout for how to help the people and be on the spot. Is anybody there? Give me a break.